Unlock the hidden secrets of the 1938 one-penny coin, a relic of American history that carries stories of the Great Depression, the rise of collectors, and a value that will shock you. Stay with me as we peel back decades of forgotten tales that could turn your pocket change into a piece of gold. In the year 1938, America stood on the brink of change. The Great Depression still cast a long shadow across the nation, and every penny counted more than anyone could imagine during this era. The humble one-penny coin became a silent witness to the struggles, hopes, and dreams of millions of Americans. The 1938 one-penny coin, known to many collectors as the Lincoln wheat cent, carried the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials VDB tell a story of artistic pride, controversy, and ultimate acceptance. The coin's reverse side displayed two stalks of wheat symbolizing prosperity and abundance, a hopeful image during years when breadlines were long and jobs were few. In 1938, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 156 million of these pennies, while the Denver Mint added more than 20 million, and the San Francisco Mint only a fraction of that each mint mark carries. Its own significance and rarity, which collectors today hunt for with eagle eyes, the small S or D under the date transforms an ordinary coin into a potential treasure trove for those who understand the subtleties of mintage errors and low population numbers. These coins traveled in pockets, purses, and cash registers, moving from small towns to big cities, from rural farms to bustling factories. They bought loaves of bread. They paid for newspapers. They slipped into piggy banks where children saved dreams of bicycles, baseball cards, and candy. The 1938 penny is not just metal, it is a time capsule. It reflects a year when Franklin D. Roosevelt sat in the White House, steering the nation through economic recovery programs, when the Dust Bowl still forced thousands of families to abandon their land, when Hollywood movies and big band music offered a brief escape from daily hardships, every worn edge, every faded. Letter tells you who held it and how it survived. Decades tucked away in forgotten drawers or rolled in bank vaults. Collectors today know that a pristine 1938 penny can fetch far more than its face value. A mint state coin with strong luster and a clear strike can bring hundreds of dollars at auction, and the excitement grows when you discover varieties like double dies, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes. These errors happened when mint workers misaligned dies or failed to catch subtle mistakes, making each flawed coin an accidental masterpiece. Historians trace how the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head cent in 1909, celebrating Lincoln's 100th birthday. The wheat design endured until 1958 before it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. Every decade since added layers of history and meaning. But the 1938 issue stands at a unique crossroads before the outbreak of World War II. Before America's economy would fully recover, before pennies would lose their wheat design. The coin bridges past and future, making it a cherished piece in every numismatist's collection. Families often discover these coins in inherited jars or old bank rolls, and the thrill of finding a rare mint mark or high-grade specimen is like striking oil in your backyard. Even today, metal detectors turn up lost pennies buried for decades. In fields and gardens, each discovery reignites the fascination with small change that can change your life. As you hold a 1938 penny, you hold a year frozen in copper. You feel the weight of history in your palm, from the factories that minted billions of these cents to the hands that passed them across dusty store counters. Collectors build entire albums dedicated to Lincoln wheat cents, tracing every year, and mint mark filling gaps becomes an obsession as each slot represents a piece of American legacy. Numismatics. The art and science of coin collecting is more than just a hobby. It is a preservation of history, culture, and the stories of everyday people. The 1938 penny reminds us that even the smallest coin can carry the biggest stories. So next time you come across a jar of old pennies, do not dismiss them. One may hold secrets of 1938. Waiting for you to unlock its hidden value. Keep your eyes sharp, your magnifying glass ready, and your passion for American coin history alive because this tiny copper disc is a bridge to a world that shaped who we are today. And when you discover that perfect 1938 penny gleaming with history and mystery, you become part of a community that understands what it means to treasure the past in the palm of your hand. And that, my friend, is why the 1938 one-penny coin remains one of the most fascinating chapters in the story of rare American coins. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting, because the best treasures are always yet to be found. In the year 1938, the world was changing. America was rising slowly from the deep shadows of the Great Depression, and every single coin in circulation held more meaning than its face value. The one-penny coin minted in this year was not just a piece of copper, but a testament to survival hope and the enduring spirit of the American people. The 1938 penny, known officially as the Lincoln Wheat Cent, carried the enduring portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a face that had graced the humble penny since 1909, when Victor David Brenner first designed it to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. His initials VDB were a small yet powerful signature that had sparked controversy when first introduced, yet by 1938 they had become an accepted mark of numismatic artistry. The obverse showed Lincoln's profile, sharp, clear, and dignified, while the reverse displayed two simple yet powerful stalks of wheat, framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, a simple design, yet one that carried deep symbolism of prosperity, growth, and hope during years when many Americans needed all three. The minting of these pennies took place in three primary locations: the Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins with no mint mark, the Denver Mint, which stamped a small D under the date, and the San Francisco Mint, which used an S. Collectors today, know that these tiny mint marks hold enormous power in determining rarity and value, because mintage numbers and survival rates varied widely across these facilities. The Philadelphia Mint struck the largest quantity, over 156 million coins, while Denver added over 20 million, and San Francisco produced only a small fraction, making S-marked coins more desirable to collectors, especially in higher grades. During 1938, pennies were used to buy daily bread pay for newspapers, make a phone call, or slip into piggy banks of children saving for small dreams. They traveled through the pockets of factory workers, farmers, teachers, students, bankers, and drifters alike. Each penny carried a journey of labor exchange and sometimes loss. People at the time did not think of their pocket change as a future treasure. They thought of it as survival. Yet here we are almost a century later, combing through jars, drawers, and old coin rolls, hunting for these small copper discs that now tell stories of the past. A coin that could once buy a piece of candy or a postage stamp can now fetch far more if preserved in pristine condition. For collectors, condition is king. A 1938 penny in mint state condition, with full original red luster and no dollars at auction, even higher if it shows a rare error variety like a double die or a repunched mint mark, because back then, minting technology was not perfect human error. Combined with machine limitations, sometimes produced coins with fascinating flaws. These errors might have passed unnoticed by the millions who spent these coins daily, but they are treasures today to numismatists. The term numismatics comes from the Greek word nomisma, meaning coin. It is both an art and a science. Collectors spend hours examining the tiniest details: the thickness of a letter, the angle of a wheat stalk, the placement of the mint mark, searching for varieties that can multiply a coin's value and historical significance. Consider the double die error, a phenomenon where a coin die shifts between strikes, creating a shadow effect on letters or numbers. This visual doubling makes for a dramatic, collectible example, though. The 1938 penny does not have as many famous double die examples as earlier years. Like the 1955, it is still worth checking every coin carefully because new varieties can emerge when experts examine long overlooked rolls. This is what keeps the hobby alive, the thrill of discovery. The 1938 penny stands at an interesting point in history, sandwiched between the Economic struggles of the 1930s and the impending global conflict of World War II copper was still plentiful and used for minting, but just a few years later in 1943, the U.S. Mint would be forced to strike pennies in steel coated with zinc to conserve copper for the war effort. This makes the pre-war Lincoln wheat cents even more symbolic of an era when the country balanced on the edge of survival and renewal, each penny from 1938 that survives in good condition is a survivor of time-changing hands through recessions, booms, wars, and decades of progress. Families find these coins in inherited collections, forgotten cookie tins, or tucked away in the back of closets. Their discovery often ignites curiosity and a journey into American history. Someone holding a shiny red-brown 1938 penny today might wonder whose hands first held it, what groceries it bought, what dreams it helped save for, what breadline it crossed, what story it tells. Numismatists build elaborate albums organized by date and mint mark filling. Each hole becomes a mission, every missing coin an unsolved puzzle. The 1938 series offers relatively accessible finds for beginners. Yet the challenge comes with condition. The higher the grade, the rarer the coin becomes a penny that has escaped. Corrosion scratches and heavy wear for nearly 90 years is a true time capsule. Auctions sometimes reveal amazing surprises when a perfect mint state red example appears. Collectors bid fiercely, driving prices up as they recognize the rarity of such preservation. This is why professional grading by trusted services like PCGS or NGC adds value to a coin, certifying its authenticity and condition, giving buyers confidence that they hold the real deal. The 1938 penny is also part of a broader numismatic story. The Lincoln Wheat Cent series itself spans from 1909 to 1958, a remarkable run for a design that remained mostly unchanged for nearly half a century. Each year brings its own quirks, mintage numbers, and varieties, so collectors often expand their focus to complete a full date and mint mark set of the wheat cents. They might hunt for key dates like the 1909 SVDB or the elusive 1914D, yet every year